Good morning. My name is Rob Thacker. I'm the music director here. Please join me in this song for gathering, hymn number 391, Voice Still and Small. Please rise in body or spirit.
We are a people of memory, as inheritors of our ancestors' legacy. We hold their stories tenderly, gleaning wisdom from diverse journeys, united in hope for a future. Guide us to trust and love as we kindle this flame together.
Good morning. I'm Alicia Reslow, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to St. John's Unitarian Universalism Church. Here we offer a community of hope, a community that can journey with you through life. A warm welcome in particular to our visitors, both in person and online this morning. St. John's is proud to be a welcoming congregation. We seek to be a spiritual home for all, and as such, we honor and value the racial, economic, cultural, age, physical ability, sexual orientation, and gender diversity of all our members and visitors. There are many great things happening at St. John's. Please review your order of service, and you may want to check out the TV in the lobby or bulletin boards in our fellowship hall. I'm actually doing announcements right after today, so if you have a spoken announcement, I invite you to come up now. So let me do announcements now that I've announced that I'm announcing them. Okay. Next weekend, we have a forum before church talking about what is on your ballot. And Claire Wagner will be doing that. Unfortunately, we do not have a representative from Northern Kentucky this week. And then in December, we're having a last mile food rescue of Cincinnati, which will also be our split the plate for December. And then there's also next week, Life After Death Men's Group, a presentation, and that will be at 7 p.m. And we're also wanting to update the picture wall. So if you'd like to have your picture updated, that would be great. Today, the flowers were donated by John Kachuba and Mary Newman to celebrate Halloween. So, and Nancy, I see.
I just wanted to reiterate the picture taking that'll take place in the chapel after church next week, but also, if you haven't been into the gender neutral bathrooms off the coat room, there's some new pictures on the wall there. In 2016, there was a picnic, and we had a lot of pictures from them, and Debbie Combs and I helped her a little bit. We've updated the pictures. So you might find yourself there, thanks to Claire. She's always taking pictures, and yes.
Thank you, Nancy. And there was a back page, too. Our brown bag lunch with Rev Jen is moving to Wednesdays, starting this week, and we could always use some more coffee volunteers, and it looks like we're going to have Santa's Kitchen again. I know my husband appreciates that. All right, so now if you would put your cell phones into church mode again, and welcome. Really.
Good morning. We now invite you to join us in our affirmation. It's on the screen. This mission of our faith to teach the fragile art of hospitality, to revere both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to witness to all that we must hold the whole world in our hands.
Now invite the choir up. We're singing the choir piece a little earlier because sometimes you plan choir pieces and they don't necessarily always perfectly fit with what the theme for the day is. But today's piece is about a life journey, right? It's about the journey that we all go on finding ourselves. And I think as you listen to the words and read the words that are up on the screen, that you can make that connection with the people who have gone before us, the lives that we live, and those lives that will be lived after us, and the influences that we can have as we go on this journey of finding ourselves. So please enjoy this piece, Wide Open Spaces.
Unitarian Universalism is a tradition that welcomes people who believe many different things. We offer a community that will be with you through the joys and sorrows that come into each of our lives. Each week at St. John's, we honor the experiences of our lives in our ritual of stones for joys and concerns. Here at St. John's, we do this by placing stones representing what we carry into the sand that represents our community over all the years we have existed. If you would like a joy or concern to be read, please leave them on the table. And if you are online, you can put your joy or concern into the chat, and we can read it at that point in the service. At this time, we also invite you to bring photos of loved ones to the ancestor altar. Hold on.
We do have some written joys and concerns. Online, Nicole Stanforth, joy. The 2024 Side with Love team for Out of the Darkness Walk has raised at least $2,015.23. With more donor-advised funds coming. We are currently ranked 13th out of 183 teams. But wait, there's more. We had 12 in-person walkers, and donations can still be made until December 31st. See Nicole or check out the Facebook community group if you need a link to donate. A concern from John Kachuba, missing the St. John's Community and Choir. We miss you too, John. A concern from Debbie Combs. Please send healing thoughts to my 6-year-old grandnephew, Julian. Tomorrow he'll be having vascular brain surgery at Portland, Oregon's Children's Hospital to prevent many strokes. Our thoughts are with you, Debbie, and your family. A concern from Edie Holder. Nikki Chambers Thews, did I say that right? Who grew up in this church, is in the hospital seriously ill. Please hold her in your thoughts. Edie has her daughter's address if you would like to send a card. And good news from Edie. From Germany, Curtis and Puma did not have liability insurance when their apartment burned. Last week, the German investigators released their report. They are not liable for the fire, and therefore they won't owe a large amount of money. I also forgot to say that we set an additional stone to represent joys and concerns that are unspoken, and Alicia lit the candle to represent the love that is within this community.
Okay, can you hear me okay? Awesome. So it's time for our stories for all ages. And we are going to light these candles, so I'm going to put these beautiful pictures over here so they're safe. All right. Try that again. There we go. All right. So, what can you kids tell me about Halloween? Yes, Jude, let me get over there with a microphone.
I went to this Halloween carnival, but guess what?
What happened at the Halloween carnival?
I did get only one piece of candy, and the rest was only toys.
Okay, all right, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's new history of Halloween. All right, sweet. So Lexi, what can you tell me about Halloween?
That Halloween's for collecting candy and dressing up however you want. And I like candy a lot.
Yes, very good facts we now know about Halloween. Yes. Iris.
Time to read different books about Halloween. Yay.
I'm kind of glad I didn't bring my book up. Do you want to share anything about what you learned in any of those books, Iris?
I don't know. It's just like ghosts and ghouls going up and trick-or-treating in people's houses and scaring everybody and saying boo and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. But it's still good. Awesome. Yes.
Saying I'm sick of freedom once you get to a house.
Hazel said saying trick or treat when you get to a house.
Thank you.
And you say thank you afterwards. All right. So Halloween, as we understand it today, came from the word Samhain, which is a Gaelic word that means summer's end. It's pretty much a harvest festival. And they say it's the time where the veils between the people who are alive and the people who have passed on into the next world are at their thinnest. The veil is at their thinnest. And so there have been lots of lots of cultures throughout the ages that celebrate this time of year. So since that veil is kind of thin, sometimes people worry that, that spirits might come across and not be very friendly. So that's why they dressed up. They put on masks to scare off any kind of spirits that weren't the friendly type. But they also lit candles in their homes for their ancestors so they could find their home. So it's a time to celebrate and remember our ancestors. And also, we put together a plate. We always offer a plate for our ancestors. And then after the service, we'll offer what we share with our ancestors, as well as some of the apple cider from Holmeyer's orchards. So later on in the ritual, we're going to do, in the service, we're going to do a ritual. And so we have a candle that represents each element and each direction. So who wants to put up the east candle for me? I saw Lexi's hand first. All right, now, Lexis, we're going to try to go for the east. I'm thinking that the east is here, there. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. Yep, right there. Okay. Right there is perfect. Thank you, Lexis. All right. Now, it's Lexi. Sorry, Lexi. I'm working with a coworker named Alexis. All right. So east is what we associate with air. And every morning I go out and I offer some bird seed to the east. And I say, thank you for helping me, giving me clean air and breathing today. Hazel, you have your hand up. Do you want to put the south candle up? Okay. All right. All right. So over here, we're going to light a candle, a slippery candle. Okay, I know, trick candles. Okay, we're going to put that over here in the south. This is where the sun is coming from. Can you put it right there? Perfecto. All right, and that's where we celebrate fire and our connection with the stars, because our star is made of fire. And so we thank the south for the fire. All right. You, Eva, you are closest to the west. Would you put up the west candle? All right. Now the west is going to go over here. All right. And the west is where we celebrate and we thank water, because without water, we wouldn't be alive. We thank water for our life. Yeah. And then our last candle, yes. Our last candle is for the north. Thank you, Jackie. If you would, you could probably guess where that one might go. Right across from the south, for the earth, because the earth grows the plants and the animals that sustain our lives. Okay, thank you. So, where do you think the idea of pumpkins came from? Anybody know where that came from? What do you think, Hazel?
From Porgal.
From Kroger? Pumpkins do? Okay, so Hazel's pumpkins come from Kroger's. Yes, Jude?
Nothing.
Okay, nothing. All right, so, yes, Lexi.
A farm.
A farm. Farms do grow pumpkins. But why do we carve pumpkins? I'm getting my steps in. I love this. Yes, Jackie.
People carve pumpkins because pumpkins are the only type of food that's big enough to actually be carved.
That is correct. That's why we use pumpkins today, because they're easier to carve. But wait, there's more.
Well, you mentioned that we dressed up to scare away spirits. I'm guessing that it's probably like you put it on your doorstep so that spirits can't enter your house.
The reader, ding, 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 ding. That's why we decorate the pumpkins. And specifically jack-o'-lanterns. They used to be turnips. And there's a whole story about that, but I feel like I'm taking too long anyway. I've got lots of participation, and I love that. Yes, Lexi.
It's also to bring your ancestors to see, like you said, but with lit up pumpkins instead of just a boring candle.
Oh, okay, there you go. It does offer a lot of spunk to the candle. All right, Jude, do you want to add something about the pumpkins?
I think that you could probably call some other kind of round, hollow, big vegetable.
Yeah, you're right. They used to use turnips. Yeah, watermelons. I've seen watermelons, but they're not really in season right now, so that was nice for summer. All right, what else? Is there anything else that you might have questions about Halloween that I might try to answer? All right. All right. Well, then I think our story for all ages is over. If you would help. We didn't tell a story. I told the story of, okay, all right. So the story is that we get together and we honor our ancestors, and sometimes we may even be able to hear a little bit about what our ancestors have to tell us at this time of the year. And we get lots of candy when we go trick-or-treating. How's that? Is that good, Lexi? Yeah. All right. And Lexi still likes candy a lot, so there you have it.
For our meditation today, I'm going to read They Are With Us Still by Kathleen McTeague. In the struggles we choose for ourselves, in the ways we move forward in our lives and bring our world forward with us, it is right to remember the names of those who gave us strength in this choice of living. It is right to name the power of hard lives well lived. We share a history with those lives. We belong to the same motion. They too were strengthened by what had gone before. They too were drawn on by the vision of what might come to be. Those who lived before us, who struggled for justice and suffered injustice before us, have not melted into the dust and have not disappeared. They are with us still. The lives they lived hold us steady. Their words remind us and call us back to ourselves. Their courage and love evoke our own. We, the living, carry them with us. We are their voices, their hands, and their hearts. We take them with us, and with them choose the deeper path of living.
As we move into our offering time, I share these words of Kristen Collins. We give to remind ourselves how many gifts we have to offer. We give to remember that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. We give because we believe in music and sacred space. We give with the faith that, together, we have enough. Your gift will now be gratefully received. We have a responsive reading this morning. David and I are going to share with you.
They once dwelt among us. They once dwelled among us, the people of memory.
They who knew us, they who taught us, they who heard us, they who loved us.
They touch our lives time and again through their presence and their absence.
Through familiar scents and favorite songs, through old stories and renewed sorrow.
As the earth turns and the leaves fall, we reach back to renew the bonds between us.
With hearts and hands open, we hold on to love, ever stronger than death.
We reach back in gratitude and understanding without our time together, the pain and the joy.
We would never be who we are today. We would have little to pass on ourselves.
Without fear, with thanksgiving, and with hope for all that awaits.
Remember those who have gone before. We honor the circle of life and death, and witness this.
I realized we haven't said anything about EarthSpirit. EarthSpirit is a group of Unitarian Universalists who define our spirituality as earth-centered, with a particular emphasis on the UU's seventh principle, the respect for the interdependent web of all existence, which we are all a part. Our members have a variety of beliefs, and everyone is welcome to join us. You don't have to be a member or even a friend of St. John's, and EarthSpirit membership is not required to attend our services or events. EarthSpirit is a chapter of the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans, or CUPS, C-U-U-P-S, the National Organization for UU Pagans. CUPS was chartered by the Unitarian Universalist Association at the General Assembly in 1987 for purposes of educating people about paganism, promoting interfaith dialogue, developing pagan liturgies and theologies, including encouraging greater use of music, dance, visual arts, poetry, story, and creative ritual in UU worship and celebration, which is why you're hearing a lot of music today. We're also gonna do a ritual. The words that we speak and sing together represent a blend of our own beliefs. We are individuals on our own spiritual journeys and do not represent all pagans, as those of us here do not represent all UUs or any one group.
We'll now sing hymn 1001, Breaths. Please rise in body or spirit.
All right, you can tell we haven't rehearsed this. First of all, we would like to welcome the winds of the east. We thank you for the clean air that we may breathe.
Welcome, winds of the south. Thank you for the fire that connects us to the stars of the universe.
Welcome, winds of the west. Thank you for the water that sustains our lives.
Welcome, winds of the north. Thank you for the earth that provides the plants and animals we need to live.
Welcome, ancestors. Thank you for guiding us on our way. If there's an ancestor you would remember, call their name now, silently or aloud. Beloved ancestors, accept this offering given with honor and in love. And we now invite all of you to join in singing Ancestor Chant by Mother Tongue. We're going to play a YouTube video, and we'll listen to the group sing through. It's a round. So we'll listen to the group sing through and then join in whenever you feel moved.
For those who've gone before us, for those who've gone before them, we raise this cup in honor. For those who've gone before us, for those who've gone before us, for those
Beloved ancestors, we thank you for blessing us with your presence. May there be peace and love between us now and forever.
Thank you. And I realized I forgot to put the words up there, so I apologize. What we said was, for those who've gone before us, for those who've gone before them, we raise this cup in honor of their lives. And now I'm going to read Benediction by Gregory Jones. On this hallowed day, we remember. We remember those who are no longer present here with us, but who remain forever present in our hearts and who live on in our memories. We embrace. We embrace those whose sorrow is immeasurable. For we have no cure for sorrow, only the comforting love of those who are closest to us. We honor those in uniform who continue courageously to run toward danger on our behalf. May we be worthy of their courage and sacrifice. And we ask our civic leaders to always guide us in ways that promote peace over war, tolerance over intolerance, reason over blind passion, and love over hate. May all here find blessing in their lives, hope in their days, and comfort in their nights. Let us go now in peace. Amen. Blessed be.
So we're ending with hymn 1003, which we've sung many times, but it's a little different because it isn't really around, right? All four parts go at the same time. So what we're going to do is we'll all sing the first line together through twice, and then I'm going to have, just so I don't confuse everybody, this is still group one. Group one will continue to sing that first line in a strong manner, okay? And everyone else will then move to 2, where do we come from? And then group 2 will continue to sing that, and those that are left will move on to 3, and then 4. And if it isn't making sense, it'll still be a lovely experience, I think. So Stephen will, as we move from each part to the next, he'll emphasize that next part for you all to get it. So here we go, all together. Where do we come from?
Where
have some cider. It's not officially mulled, but it is warmed with spices, as well as some cold cider, apples. Please stay and enjoy yourselves. Thank you.